Hello, Houston. It's Cinco de Mayo, just in time for this non-holiday holiday. We've actually got the perfect way to celebrate. Great food, good vibes, and a Houston favorite serving it all up. The deals, the drinks, and the meaning behind the day still ahead. Meanwhile, some stories are meant to entertain, others are meant to make you feel seen. Coming up, we're sitting down with two powerful voices behind a new collection that brings together writers, producers, and storytellers to share raw, lyrical reflections of life, love, and identity. And shout out to the teachers making magic in the classroom every single day. We've got one organization that's not only saying thank you, but making sure the future of education is in good hands. Stick around, we've got lessons in gratitude coming up as H-Town Live starts right now.
Live from Houston, Texas, with Maggie Flecknoe. Health, money, culture, dining, and more. This is H-Town Live.
Good Monday morning, everybody. Yes, it is Cinco de Mayo. I hope you guys have some fun activities set up, especially for the kiddos. The kiddos love Cinco de Mayo. Mine do. They're all up in me right now wanting brisket tacos. They want the salsa. They want the piñata. Yes, we have a piñata. But before we get into all of that celebration, let's go ahead and give a shout out to our teachers. This week is Teacher Appreciation Week, where we want to thank all of our educators for helping the next generation succeed. And what better way to do that with one well-known organization that's here in Houston that's fully dedicated to finding the next educator to fill that role. So please help me with welcoming Tiffany Cuellar-Needham. She's the Executive Director for Teach for America Houston. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
So first of all, before we begin, I want to get in your words how important teachers are to our community and to our kids.
Oh my gosh, teachers are the cornerstone of every community. You know, they not only teach our kids how to read, write, and do math, but they help shape the character and well-being of all of our kids. And, you know, frankly, most teachers spend more time with their kids than their parents do. So,
yeah.
As a mom of two, junior high and a high school kid, you know, they spend a lot of time at school, and so teachers play a really important role.
So we're getting to the end of year. And I really want to say thank you to my teachers for taking on my kids. They're 10-year-old little twisters. So how can we show our appreciation to teachers? What's the best way to do that?
Well, I think first and foremost is really having your kids and you sit down to think about what makes the teachers that they have in their classroom special and putting that into words or pictures, depending on how old your kids are.
Cute.
Teachers, you know, they love gifts, and words of affirmation and really thanking them for the service they put in actually does really go a long way.
You know what's really helpful is when they send out that PDF of teacher favorites.
Absolutely, absolutely. Their favorite candy bar, you know, kind of soda.
Yeah.
You know, all of those little things, they just really help pick up a teacher's day, especially as we get to this end of the year and we're all plugging to summer.
So what do you think a teacher's favorite thing to get is? Because I was thinking like a little thank you note with a photo.
Yep, I think that's a great thank you note with a photo. I think, again, things that are meaningful to them. You know, my kids might come home and say, you know, Miss So-and-so really loves Skittles, so we just need to get her a bag of Skittles to go with this note, right?
Yes.
And so, and it doesn't have to be big, you know, teachers.
See, that's where I feel like, I feel like bad if I don't do like 3 dozen bouquet of roses.
Yeah, every family is going to be different and have different means, right? And so there are going to be some families who, you know, maybe spend more money, but at the end of the day, teachers want to see or feel seen and heard for the hard work that they do. And like I said, those really meaningful notes about what makes them special, along with a small treat, is going to go a long way for every teacher.
So now tell me a little bit about the organization and the role you play in supporting teachers.
Okay, absolutely. At Teach for America, we believe that every child in the city of Houston deserves a great public education and should have access to that. And so we recruit the next generation of young people who want to commit their life to being educators, whether they want to, you know, start as teachers but then become principals or other leaders. And so we play a role in supporting and developing teachers, but also helping create the conditions in the community so that teachers can excel in their jobs and be, you know, honored as the professionals that they are.
Okay, so the organization, what, I guess, age group? You say you recruit. I mean, my daughter's 10 and she wants to be a teacher.
Yeah,
I guess what age range do you guys start?
We primarily work with college students.
Okay.
So we recruit college students as young as freshmen. And their first entree into this can be being a tutor, actually, virtually. So you can be a college student in California, tutoring a student in Houston, right here in Houston, through our virtual platforms. And so you can do that as early as being a freshman in college. And then it goes through, you know, actually applying to be a teacher in a community across the nation, but particularly here in Houston. And so, yes, we recruit mostly college students to come and join us in the education field.
How can I get in on this tutoring from a college student? Because I kind of need that for my kids.
Don't we all wish? Don't we all wish? You know, we have a couple of partner schools that we know are in under-resourced areas and where, you know, frankly, most families can't afford to pay for private tutoring. And so we partner with those schools in particular to make sure kids get 1-on-3, 3 hours a week, you know, instruction to help them, particularly in their math skills for middle school.
That's so cool.
It's
you guys are so amazing. Everything you do. So thank you again. Thank you, because our kids really are the future.
And honestly, you know, the tutoring also helps the teacher, right? Because we're asking teachers to do a lot, and the tutoring helps to intervene so that the teachers can do what they do best in person.
Bravo. Standing O if I could stand up. But okay, so if somebody wants to get in touch with you guys, be part of the program, how can they do that?
Yep, they can find us at www.teachforamerica.org/Houston. And there you can learn about all of the work that we're doing in Houston, the teachers that we're bringing, the tutoring program that we have available, and really get involved in any way that suits your fancy.
I love this. Thank you so much for joining us today. I still want to talk to you a little bit more about gift ideas.
Absolutely.
Because I kind of feel like I don't do a very good job. So my kids are in a co-op and they actually have 8 teachers. So I don't want to blow my budget here.
Yep, absolutely.
So really excited. Okay, thank you again so much, Tiffany, for joining us this morning. And we do have a lot more H-Town Live coming up after the break. Let's go ahead and talk about this, sharing the story of resilience. We'll have 2 authors joining us as they discuss their new book, A Gathering of Voices.
Weekdays, justice served hot.
Renting on you. Just no, it's not on her. It's on you.
Weekdays at 3 and 3:30 on CW 39 Houston.
I've heard about people getting into car accidents with semi-trucks, but I never in a million years thought it would be me. I called Jim Adler because I seen signs just telling me to call them. It was just like flashing, flashing, flashing. They let me know everything that was going on. I wasn't left out of the loop or anything, so I didn't have to do anything. The day it happens, call Jim Adler.
If an 18-wheeler wreck ruins your life, call me immediately. Jim Adler. I'll take care of everything.
Call today.
Attention all seniors. You can now get up to $50,000 for your funeral and other final expenses, including your credit card debt, with no medical exam, starting at less than $1 a day.
Clint, so good to see you. How was everything?
Amazing as usual, Frank. Happy to see you're out of the hospital and back at it.
Me too. But my big health scare got me really thinking about the future. With my girls set to take over the family business, I want to make sure I don't leave them any of my debts. Heck, the price of a funeral can be $8,000 or more.
We're just happy to have you back, Dad. Don't go thinking about debts or anything like that. We'll find a way to pay.
Now see, that's why I made a call and found out I'm eligible for $50,000 for my funeral and other final expenses.
Well, hold on. Eligible for $50,000 and you just got out of the hospital? Didn't you have to take a medical exam or something?
No, there was no medical exam, and I was able to get coverage right over the phone. Plus, my rates can never be increased, my benefits can never be decreased, and my coverage can never be canceled.
Dad, I'm glad you made that call.
Don't leave loved ones with your debt. Call 800-264-0635 now and see if you qualify for up to $50,000 for your funeral and other final expenses, starting at less than $1 a day. There's no medical exam, and you can be approved even if you have pre-existing health conditions. Your rates can never be increased, your benefits can never be decreased, and your coverage can never be canceled. There's no obligation. Call 800-264-0635 now. There's no paperwork, no no hidden fees and no waiting periods. And you can start coverage right over the phone, starting at less than $1 a day. Call 800-264-0635. That's 800-264-0635. 800-264-0635.
Weekdays, reality served hot.
You went to work and stayed out for one night and she changed the locks? Crap. You're not about to tell me that.
Weekdays at 10 on CW 39 Houston.
The Longwood Writers Workshop, consisting of famous authors and TV producers, actually joined together once again to release A Gathering of Voices. It is a varied collection of personal, vibrant, introspective, and lyrical stories. Joining us now, TV and film producer Charles Floyd Johnson and author Denise Billings, who will tell us more about the book. First of all, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Good morning, and thank you.
So let's go ahead and get right into it. Tell us about the book itself.
Well, the book has been a work in progress for a number of years. We had a working workshop, a writing workshop that Denise Nicholas put together, and went and found 5 of us with her to work on the book and to come up with a book that was telling our stories of loss, struggle, our challenges, and that's how we put it together.
So tell me a little bit about your story, Charles.
Well, my story is, I'm as you know, a TV and film producer. I had wanted to write a memoir for a long, long time, and this was the beginning of doing that process. I grew up in a small town in Delaware. I have 5 stories in the book.
Wow.
Yeah. And they cover my growing up in a soda fountain in a small town where I learned to watch television early on. This was the 50s, and that's where I had my love of television. So the first story in the book is called Soda Fountain Diaries, and then I have the 4 others.
Oh, this is so spectacular. I'm actually really excited to read these. So tell me a little bit about the collection itself. When somebody sits down with it, a coffee shop, backyard, their sofa, what will they get out of it? What are you hoping they get out of it?
Because there are 5 stories from mine, 6 different writers, all who have stories, all who talk about how they went through life, how they got challenged, how they dealt with the challenges they were given. We hope that people relate to those challenges, sort of get something out of it, and then hope that they learn how to deal with problems that they have, like we did. That's the hope we have for the book. We hope that all those voices will resonate with readers and give them ideas of how they came through the same kind of challenges.
So whose voice resonated with you? What did you get out of these other 6 authors?
Well, when you sit with 6 authors and work on a book, you all have different points of view. And it was very challenging to sit at a table, constructively criticize each piece that we came up with. But what I came up with was we were all of one voice. We were all seasoned writers, as you may know, and mature people. And I got how to cope with life as they saw it, as I saw it, and then how to relate that to readers who will pick up the book and, as you say, at their dining room table in their backyard, find something that really resonates with them.
So that was quite interesting that you guys all kind of put your spin on it. I found that interesting how you said we all sat down and we kind of gave each other constructive criticism. And you kind of, like a meal, right? You had to make sure that there was a progression to that meal. Tell me a little bit more about that process. I find that extremely interesting with all the brilliant minds around, sitting around putting this together. Tell me more about that process.
Well, you know, it was fascinating because what you find is that when you sit down with 6 different minds and 6 different points of view, and you're trying to focus what you're saying, we had to, you know, be open. We had to leave our egos at the door, and sort of get going with it. And you know what we've discovered is when we first put it on paper, it wasn't necessarily there. As we say in our talks about this, writing is rewriting. So there was a lot of that.
Oh, Charles, this has been such a pleasure getting to know you, and I'm so excited to read this. So where can I go, where can the viewers go to get their hands on one of these books?
Well, you know, it's out in wherever books are sold, but it's certainly, you can find it on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Book Baby Bookshop, and you can go to the longwoodwritersworkshop.com as well and take a look.
Charles, thank you so much for joining us today. Gathering of Voices, out now.
Thank you so much.
Wow, wasn't he just a pleasure to talk to? I'm really inspired to get that book now and see how 6 voices melded together into one book. All right, now let's talk about this. It's not every day you see Houston's top doctors trade in their scrubs for Sonatas. But that's exactly what happened at the 3rd annual Doctors in Recital. But the best part, the proceeds from this event went to support the pediatric burn program at UT Health Houston. So now to tell us more about this event, we're actually joined by 2 doctors, one talented doctor? Okay, well, let's introduce your guys, introduce yourselves. How did you guys play into the mix of this event?
I'm Natalie Drucker. I'm one of the pediatric surgeons at UT Health Houston. And so I'm one of the leaders of the burn unit, and that was how I got involved in the event.
Oh, lovely.
And I'm Amanda Watson. My company sponsored the event, Steinway Piano Gallery.
Ooh.
And I'm also the chair of Doctors in Recital. And I'm partnered with Dr. Michael Yaffe, who is the co-chair and performer. And then we also have a guest artist, which is Shadden Yaffe. She's a pianist who not only joins Michael Yaffe at the piano, but also teaches 5 of the 13 doctor performers.
Oh, teach? What? You guys are so talented. I figured you guys are good at everything.
There's a lot that goes into being good at piano.
I love it. So tell me a little bit about your venture into this. Were you a little bit nervous?
I was very nervous. I actually haven't played piano in many years, but because I'm involved in the burn center and I have some capability of playing piano, I decided to participate for a good cause.
It really is a good cause. And Steinway came in and sponsored the event, but you also took donations as well.
Yes, yeah. So this year we had the event at the newly renovated River Oaks Theater in the River Oaks Shopping Center. And we were very motivated to fundraise as much as we could for this event. And right now we're just about at $8,000 in fundraising just from Saturday night's concert. And we're still accepting donations. So this is the time. The website's still open. And I would love for you to share more about what that money goes towards.
Yeah, $8,000. Aren't you like so proud of you and your fellow colleagues?
We are thrilled. We're very excited. This is more than the event has raised in the past. We take care of about 400 burn patients a year in the hospital and about 600 in our clinic. And one of the biggest things about pediatric burns is trying to reduce the kids' pain and stress level, because, you know, dressing changes can be painful. And some of the advanced therapies that we do now can really help with their pain and their outcomes and how their burns look after time. And so the money really helps us to provide that to as many children as possible.
That's amazing. And you still can donate online, I believe, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, so now I want to go back to your performance. What did you play? What did you tickle the piano keys with?
I played the Sleeping Beauty Waltz, which is by Tchaikovsky. You might know it from the Sleeping Beauty movie.
Oh,
they're like da 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 da.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, you should have sang too.
Well, sorry, I guess.
You should have.
I played it as a duet with one of my partners, Allison Spear, who's an excellent pianist. She kind of picked up the slack.
No, I doubt. I'm pretty sure you weren't doing chopsticks out there. I'm sure you weren't.
Great. It went very well.
And so, what did the kids even know you were doing this?
My kids?
No. The kids that you
the
treat.
kids of the burn unit. No, they don't. But they will. They'll reap the benefits. We'll have more dressings in clinic. We'll be ready to take care of them better.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's so beautiful. Thank you for doing that. So overall, when all the doctors went up and you came off stage, were you guys like, oh, this is a relief, we're done?
Definitely. I think all of us, you know, we all practice as much as we can, but we still also have full-time jobs. And so what what Amanda reminded us before the show is it's okay to make a mistake. The show must go on. You just carry on, and you don't have to be perfect, and just get it done.
So Amanda, why did you guys get involved? What was it that you were like, so how did this even, how did this even start?
I think it's the idea of music and medicine. It originally started with Dr. Michael Yaffe and his sister Shadon Yaffe. They kind of came up with this idea of having their friends perform at the piano, and we kind of took over as sponsors to make it a more formal event known as Doctors in Recital. And there's just something really inspiring to witness, people like Natalie who are saving children's, babies' lives daily. That's their full-time job. And then they enter the stage, which is also a very scary thing, in front of 250 guests. And not just any guests. These are their peers. These are their respected, professionals around them.
Right.
And all they want to do is hear them play piano and share their music, with the audience. So it's not at all about perfection or, a formal concert, but it's about sharing their gift with the audience for an incredible cause.
Exactly. $8,000. That's great. That's really incredible. And it's the top you guys done. But if we want to go ahead and donate more, we've got like 3 seconds. Give us that website.
Yes, it's going to be at steinwaypianos.com/doctorsinrecital.
I love it. Thank you so much for joining us today. Hey, we'll be right back with more H-Town Live coming up after the break.
Watch Houston's most experienced news team at 9.
With more resources, more stories connecting you to what's happening right now.
The news you want at the time you need.
Watch ABC 13 Eyewitness News at 9 on CW 39.
Do you have Medicare and suffer with knee pain? Have you been told you have arthritis and that risky knee surgery with a lengthy recovery is the only answer? Well, stop everything and call the number on your screen, because Arthritis Knee Pain Centers has a non-surgical procedure that can eliminate your pain without surgery or downtime. Plus, it's covered by Medicare and most private insurance. Our doctors use an advanced image-guided procedure to restore natural lubrication and cushioning in your knees, to relieve your pain and restore your mobility without surgery or downtime. Many patients report relief after the first visit.
I'm not having any pain. My knee's not like sticking. It's just wonderful.
And after the first injection, I knew it was going to work.
Remember, it's covered by Medicare and most private insurance. So call Arthritis Knee Pain Centers now and schedule your no-charge, no-obligation knee pain screening. Call 800-507-2106. That's 800-507-2106.
Don't miss the Rule and Ryan Show with Eric every morning.
We are the heartbeat of Houston, and we're just here to entertain and make you laugh every single morning.
It's so easy to listen to the KRBE app on Alexa or anywhere you stream.
Everybody loves a little drama, and on Thursdays, we have roses.
Yeah, that's where we catch the cheaters of H-Town and put them on blast. You never know what's going to happen.
The Rule and Ryan Show with Eric. Thanks for letting us be a part of your family.
On 104.1
KRBE.
The town hall that everyone is talking about.
This is where right and left come to be reasonable.
And President Trump joined the conversation.
Say that's the toughest question I could have.
Thank you for making this the most watched Cuomo ever. News Nation. News for all Americans.
Looking to get stronger? Join Planet Fitness today. Save when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. You in?
Find your nearest club and join today. Deal ends Friday, May 16th.
Texas summers are getting longer and hotter. But have you heard of Ultimate Season Pass from TXU Energy?
I heard Ultimate Season Pass saves you 50% on energy charges during peak summer and winter.
I also heard there are even more months of automatic savings.
You heard right. Over $450 a year in savings.
I heard you know who switched last month and she's already saving.
Ultimate Season Pass is one of their most popular plans.
I'm keeping cool while the savings heat up. You never told me. I thought you knew about Ultimate Season Pass.
Well, now everyone knows. TXU Energy. Energy for everything.
Weekdays, reality served hot. You are the fun. Weekdays at 11 on CW 39 Houston.
Well, as we enter the second half of H-Town Live, here is what producer Bree has rounded up for you. First of all, can you just tell the weather new phone who this? We have more severe weather potential starting tomorrow. Ugh. Well, coming up, we'll have a check on your forecast. And it's Cinco de Mayo, and our good friends at El Tiempo are setting up right now. Their fiesta looks so much fun. They're going to be joining us live to talk deals on your Cinco faves. And a ballet school in the Woodlands celebrating its major win at the Youth America Grand Prix. We'll speak to the founder of Vitaka Ballet and School of Dance after the break.
If you haven't called Senior Life Insurance Company for your free quote, you're probably paying too much. Senior Life was able to get this 65-year-old woman a $10,000 immediate benefit whole life plan for under $41 a month. She saved over $450 a year by choosing Senior Life. Some competitors cost twice as much. This 65-year-old man was paying almost $110 a month before he called Senior Life. We were able to cut his rate to $52, saving him almost $700 a year. These low rates are locked in, and so is the coverage amount. Hundreds of thousands of seniors have taken advantage of our low-cost plans built with seniors' budgets in mind. We saved this couple almost $1,400 a year with more coverage compared to what they were paying. Call now to find out if Senior Life Insurance Company can cut your rate in half. The quote is absolutely free. Switch to Senior Life and stop paying too much. Call now.
Immediately after the crash, it starts. Before you even know what's happening, the truck company sends their insurance people, their crash experts, and their lawyers right to the scene. What are they up to? Shaping the story to protect their bottom line. And none of them are there for you. Call Terry Bryant. When the truck company tries to twist the facts, the lawyers at Terry Bryant know how to set them straight. After a truck crash, call Terry Bryant, your very own big truck team. 713-973-8880.
While medicine's greatest advancements look like the latest sci-fi, one of our most powerful tools is far more simple, more human. It's a calling to connect with purpose. That's how we're evolving healthcare, by treating people, not just patients, with innovations that amplify healing and lead to more personalized care, guided by the belief we all hold the power to heal.
Y'all come to Lorenzo's El Tiempo Cantina. Thanks to my grandpa, Tommy Lorenzo, we've been blessed to cook for Houston since 1949. We try with all our hearts to serve you with care that makes you feel bienvenido. So come soon to an El Tiempo for an old-school Tex-Mex meal cooked with my Grandma Ninfa's high-quality standards. And don't forget our tasty margaritas. We aim to please y'all at Lorenzo's El Tiempo Cantina. Gracias.
I made so many mistakes. How do I fix this?
Betting on my future means leaving behind people that I love.
Coach Bobby's out. It is your time to take the lead. This is AJ's biggest game.
I'm just trying to do right by my son.
I am more than a parent that you will ever be.
Live from Houston, Texas, with Maggie Flecknoe. Health, money, culture, dining, and more. This is H-Town Live.
Well, welcome back. This is H-Town Live. Houstonians have been out celebrating Cinco de Mayo with parades, parties, and other festivities over the weekend. And the party continues today. But first, before we get to the fun, let's go ahead and discuss the history behind Cinco de Mayo. Now, this day is actually observed on May 5th, which falls on a Monday this year. Now, according to Britannica, Cinco de Mayo commemorates the anniversary of Mexico's victory against the French at the Battle of Puebla on May 5th in the year of 1862. Now, during the battle, Mexican forces were outnumbered 2,000 to 6,000 against the French. Now, check this out. The victory at Puebla became a symbol of Mexican resistance to foreign domination. Now, although the fighting did continue and the French were not ousted until another 5 years, Cinco de Mayo is still very important to Mexicans in Puebla, but it isn't Mexico's Independence Day. In case you didn't know, that actually falls in September. Either way, we like to have a good time, don't we? So let's go ahead and talk about how we're going to celebrate Cinco de Mayo with our friends at El Tiempo. They actually are joining us now live. So, gentlemen, can you please introduce yourselves?
I'm Chris Murray. I am the general manager of Dyken Park.
Dominic Lorenzo, executive chef and owner of El Tiempo Cantina.
Juan Ariano, executive for El Tiempo Cantina.
And this looks Gorgeous. Can you guys first tell me about your food? It smells so good and it's so fresh too.
Yes, we serve scratch food. We cook fresh every day. Chicken and beef fajitas are our specialty, and our mixed grills.
Yeah, what is this? What's happening here? I think I've only seen this at one other place in Cancun.
We serve our fajitas on something called an anafre, which actually has hot coals in here that keep your food warm as you're enjoying it. Something unique to El Tiempo.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I've never seen this anywhere else. That is so cool. Okay, so go on. You're talking about the fajitas and the marinade and how long you guys cook this stuff for.
Yes, we have our famous black sauce, our salsa negra, that we use to marinate our beef fajitas, and then we finish it with our famous grill spice that we make in-house every day. And then obviously our homemade fresh tortillas, and then our green sauce, our red sauce, our guacamole, our chili con queso. When you put it all in there with some sour cream, you've got an amazing, delicious taco.
Oh my gosh, my mouth is watering. This is so delicious looking. So now let's go ahead and talk about Cinco de Mayo.
Yes, ma'am.
Spill the beans. Come on, what are the deals? What are we talking about?
So Cinco de Mayo for us is a real big deal. It's our Super Bowl of our restaurant. And this year we have a really beautiful collaboration with the Houston Astros. They've taken the likeness of our restaurant and our logo and our imagery and made it into a collaboration hat that'll be available exclusively at the team store, available today, starting today.
Whoa, these are beautiful. They're so much fun.
Really cool hat.
They are really, really cool. Oh, look at the underside. Can we, I don't know if we can get zoomed in on that. Look at the underside of this camera. It's going to be on this camera right over here. So point it, okay, down. And look at that. That's beautiful. It's like a mosaic.
Yeah, it's got papel picado on the underside. Really well-designed hat. It's got the colors of El Tiempo.
Beautiful collaboration that we did with them.
Oh, that is great. And they're only available at the team store?
Yes, ma'am. Only at the team store starting today.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, now let's talk about margaritas and tacos, because that's what I want to munch on for Cinco de Mayo. Do you guys got any deals going on today?
Well, absolutely. I mean, if you come over to El Tiempo Cantina, we'll make sure we take great care of you. You know, our famous margaritas and are always a great place to enjoy at El Tiempo Cantina. Just walk in and we make sure you guys have the most great experience to be in there. And of course our fajitas. You know, we're known for our fajitas and Reeds at the end of the day. You know, Mr. Lorenzo's family, you know, Dominic Lorenzo and his family are the ones who brought in, you know, the vernacular of fajitas into the world. So if you want to come over to you're having a great time, great ambiance, enjoy the best margaritas, especially Chris's Minute Maid's margaritas, you know, come join El Tiempo Cantina today. It could be a good time.
Minute Maid?
Daikin Park.
Daikin Park.
Oh, Daikin Park.
I am still.
Oh, I thought you were making like lemonade margaritas with like Minute Maid. I was like, yes, sir, thank you.
He's talking about our famous ballpark margarita. That is a very, very viral thing right now. If you search on TikTok, you'll see 1 million videos with us trending. People are loving our setup there.
What makes them so cool and different?
We are the only tequila-based margarita inside the ballpark. So.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yes, ma'am.
No wonder the lines are always long. So let's talk about a little bit more about today, because you guys, how long have you guys been doing this for? How long have you been perfecting these recipes?
Goes all the way back since when I was a baby, when my grandmother, Mama Ninfa, opened up her chain of restaurants, and so I've been in the restaurant business all my life. We've officially been in the food business since 1949. So, wow. You know, long time, but well over 50 years in the food in the restaurant business. So a lot of these recipes are 3 generations old. Wow. And proud to carry the torch and keep on moving forward with it.
Absolutely.
Thank you, sir, for doing that. Okay, so before we go, and people go in today because it's going to be so much fun, it's going to be a great, lively atmosphere, I want to know, in like 10 seconds or less, your favorite meal, the favorite thing on the menu that you think people should be picking up, should be ordering.
Mine? Yeah. It's going to be the Las Vegas, okay?
I was about to say
Las Vegas.
Really? The Las Vegas? What
it has a little bit of everything, you know? It has a crispy taco and enchilada, and of course some fajitas.
Oh.
Okay.
So it's Tex-Mex.
Enchiladas?
Oh, yes.
It's the best of everything on our menu, I think.
Okay.
I apologize, Mr. Lorenzo. How about you? Besides that?
Ditto that, the Las Vegas, because it has fajitas and it's got Tex-Mex plate. So
love it.
Yeah.
For me, I like a little crunch, so I like a flauta plate, and then I like a fajita and flauta, so I do a little special plate myself because I like a little crunch with my foods.
Okay, so I'm gonna be
I just throw
asking
some
for
chips
that
on mine
special.
and get the crunch.
Well, thank you all for coming in today. Where can we go? Where can we find El Tiempo?
Go ahead.
We got 14 locations around town.
What?
Yeah. And then the original on Richmond Avenue, 3130 Richmond Avenue. We have a new location that's going to open up in about 6 weeks at 2360s.
So 15. That's how amazing your guys' food is. It needs to be in every neighborhood.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love it. Thank you all for coming in today. You guys stop by El Tiempo to get your Cinco de Mayo fiesta on. We'll be right back after the break.
Come see what's trending on Karamo.
You did try to gaslight her. You just got caught.
See what's taking over everybody's feed on Karamo.
Next on CW 39 Houston.
I knew that we weren't in the wrong. We did everything we were supposed to do, and we still got hit, and we still had to deal with all the after effects of that. And at that point, I just knew, like, there's no other way. I need to get a lawyer. From the reviews, I could tell that Jim Adler cared. I just let the lawyers do their thing, and they took care of it. You can't beat that feeling of someone actually caring and actually feeling like they care about our well-being.
Trust the hammer. Call me. I'm Jim Adler.
Call Jim Adler now. Hurry! It's happening now through Monday at Rooms to Go. Shop 100 perfect picks, each just $9.99 or less. Picture it, your home fully furnished in your style, with living rooms, bedrooms, and dining rooms, each for $9.99 or less. So many stylish options, each $9.99 or less. And it gets even better. Finance for $22 or less per month, interest-free until March 2029. Don't wait. Offer ends Monday at Rooms to Go.
What are your intentions with Captain Tall Drink of Justice?
He is just my partner.
Get out there and get shucking.
Yes. Stop yelling.
The brick that's loose.
What about my caboose? Nobody told me about performance reviews.
You're not a cop.
Max.
You must be willing to walk away from anyone at the drop of a hat. Max could be pulling another con. I'm a police detective, and you're my consultant.
You're no fun.
You infiltrated my home, studied my method. Who are you?
Sherlock Holmes, you're my father.
I do need an assistant. And don't touch anything, and definitely do not speak.
I want justice for my mother's murder.
You're in great danger.
I'm counting on it. If my mother said so, then I am your daughter.
Just help me crack the case.
I made the decision to move here to be with you. I'm happy with that choice.
Glenn bought some land next to the crossing. I'd watch my back from now on.
Finally gonna meet Cal's parents.
Now he wants to talk. Welcome home, son. If I hadn't gone into the diner that night, I'm gonna have to move somewhere with more options.
He needs to know the truth.
I'm so sorry, Cal.
Sullivan's Crossing. Season premiere Wednesday, May 14th on the CW.
And we are back, and let's go ahead and talk about tomorrow's weather. Today is actually going to be really nice, but tomorrow we're going to have some storms starting to rumble in the afternoon. In fact, the Weather Prediction Center sent out this data. I know this map looks quite beautiful, but this is an indication of where we could see some excessive rainfall for tomorrow. And they have Houston right dab at a level 2 out of 4. Further towards the northwest, though, that's looking like where a bulk of the moisture is going to be coming in. So they're at a level 3 out of 4. So they could see 3 to 6 inches of rain. And then to the southwest of us, that is in a level 1 out of 4. But it's because we do have severe weather coming in tomorrow. We have about a 60% chance of seeing that. These storms, if they do turn severe, could bring in some large hail, gusty winds, and also the threat. It's a very low threat right now of seeing an isolated tornado. So please have a way of getting severe weather alerts. Download the CW39 app, and this will keep you updated tomorrow afternoon through the evening evening and nighttime hours when the storms are expected to develop. It will keep you updated in knowing if there's a severe storm in and around you. And we're going to continue to see stormy weather into Wednesday. That should linger on. By Thursday, Friday, though, things should start to clear out, and the weekend is looking really good. Meanwhile, if this weekend is actually looking really good, it might be a good time to get ready for hurricane season. It's National Weather Preparedness Week, and we want to give you the best tips ahead of hurricane season. The first one, the one thing you have to do is to assess which threats are you most vulnerable to. Now, by threats, I mean a storm surge, flooding, strong winds, tornadoes, and rip currents. Go ahead and also figure out if you live in a flood-prone area. You can also find out if you live in an evacuation zone, and this will help you identify your home's structural risks. Mobile homes and basements, well, those are especially vulnerable. Now, you can find out more about hurricane preparedness on our website, CW39.com. And remember, the best time to prepare is before hurricane season. Well, now to this. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and today we want to talk about how substance abuse can impact our mental health. Joining the discussion is Diane Arms. She is with the Council on Recovery. Diane, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
So first of all, how important is it to have a month dedicated to mental health awareness, in your opinion?
It's incredibly important. Mental health is still very much associated with a lot of shame and stigma, along with addiction and recovery services, and we just want to make sure that we're bringing light to individuals who may be suffering and be a beacon of hope for them.
You know, you usually hear, about depression, anxiety, but you really don't hear about substance abuse and mental health. Can you shed a little light on that?
Sure. Mental health and substance use now are the expectation to co-occur together, and they occur in an individual holistically. We can't forget that it's one person. And so 1 in 13 individuals have co-occurring disorders, but only about 40% of them get the help that they need. It's incredibly important to address both of them. Even if we don't address them at the same time, at least we're acknowledging they're happening in the same human.
So is it harder? Is it a bigger struggle? Like I'm trying to kind of cope here, kind of coincide these two ideas of substance abuse, because substance abuse you kind of don't have. I feel like there's a point where you no longer have a choice. And mental health plays into that as well.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we acknowledge that substance use actually is a chronic medical condition, so it should be treated just as so. Individuals who both have mental health and substance use disorders do have a more difficult time because there's not a lot of options for them for treatment. Sometimes, we don't even know what occurs first, the chicken or the egg. Did substance use impact mental health?
Yeah.
Or did mental health impact substance use?
Yeah, that makes so much sense. Now, with substance abuse, I drive around with my mom sometimes around town, and she's just like, oh, look at these people. They're being so lazy, but it's not, right? It's mental health or substance abuse or something in there that's playing a part.
Yeah, definitely. We definitely don't know people's circumstances and what leads them to have mental health issues or substance use. There is a genetic component. So we, again, like to say that it is a chronic condition, and we should treat
more empathetic.
Yes, and treat people with
We don't know
dignity.
everybody's story.
Exactly.
Now, let's go ahead and talk about boundaries, though, because if you have somebody with substance abuse in your family and they are suffering with mental health, what kind of boundaries should we set up for? Because obviously you don't want to keep engaging and kind of enabling the situation. So let's talk boundaries.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you bring up a good point. Substance use doesn't just impact the individual, it impacts the whole family. And the Council on Recovery is able to provide support to family members who are, seeking assistance because their loved one is suffering. But we just have to be coming from a place from empathy. We have to consider our own needs and our well-being as well, because we can't help someone if we're not full, right? They always say put the mask on, the oxygen mask on yourself first. But we're a great place to start for families who are seeking how to have those conversations with their family members, really talking about the behavior, not the character, and just providing a lot of empathy.
Is there a certain type of specialist or expert that we should be seeking out? Because obviously telehealth, I have telehealth. I go on there, I check in with my therapist every once in a while. Is there someone different that I should be looking out for, certain type of credential or anything like that?
Well, there are licensed chemical dependency counselors, but really at the council, we're trying to get everybody to understand that substance use doesn't occur in a vacuum. And so your physical care doctors should be asking you about your drinking patterns or drug usage. Even your OB-GYNs or your specialty doctors should be having those conversations with you. But if you really want to get an assessment or try to, you know, screen and see where am I at on this, you can definitely call the Council on Recovery and we can help walk you through that without judgment.
Okay, now if somebody, love that right there, without judgment. I think people don't ask for help because they think they're going to be judged.
Yes.
But that's not the case. The people honestly do love each other and just want to help each other out. Okay, so we're under 15 seconds. I want to make sure everybody knows how to get a hold of you. So where can they, what can they type in? What do they dial?
Yeah, 713-942-4100. You can give us a call. We also have a chat bot on our website, which is councilonrecovery.org. And we even have a form that people can fill out for themselves or someone they love to get the help they need.
Oh, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Appreciate all the information. Thank you.
Thank you.
Y'all, I am sitting next to greatness. The Vitaka Ballet and School of Dance in the Woodlands has just came from winning Outstanding School at the Youth America Grand Prix. Now, to tell us what that all means, we actually have the artistic director and founder, Kelly Ann Vitaka. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Tell me more about this award.
Yes. So Vitaka Ballet and School for Dance, we have 2 locations, one in the Woodlands and one in Houston. And we have been named Outstanding School by Youth America Grand Prix for 8 years in a row now. And Youth America Grand Prix, also known as YAGP, is the leading dance scholarship and recruiting platform globally. So, and we just returned home from the finals event in Tampa, where there are 1,900 dancers there being looked at and performing. And we took 4 soloists and 2 pas de deux, and we did rank.
So what's in the water over at Vitaka?
A lot of hard work, a lot of determination, perseverance.
And also you. Like, I can just tell, just from sitting here with you, you are, I can tell you are gentle, but also firm. I can tell that you are incredibly talented and graceful.
Thank you.
And I think that's what you're turning out, right?
That is true. That is true. You know, the dancers come to us with a dream, and then we help coach that and mentor it, both technically, artistically, mentally, and emotionally.
Okay, now let's talk about your school, because you actually have 2 buildings.
We do. We have 2 locations. As I said, the first school that we founded over 13 years ago is in the Montrose area of Houston. And then we expanded to the Woodlands, the Grogan's Mill area of the Woodlands. And exciting news, we're expanding again.
Ooh, girl!
Yes, we're expanding again. Registration will open on May 15th for our Timber Grove Manor and West Heights location.
And I have to read this off the prompter because this is really, really cool. Yeah. You are the only internationally recognized dance school in the Woodlands and Houston area. What does that mean?
What that means is, going back to the Youth America Grand Prix, it is a global event that recognizes different schools and training programs. Additionally, we are a Prix de Lausanne candidate school, which is an exciting honor. They only selected 10 ladies from the United States to go and compete in Switzerland this year. And Houston has not seen a Prix de Lausanne candidate in over 10 years. So it came from Vitaka this year, and we were thrilled by that honor.
I feel like I gotta stand and give you an applause. All this hard work and all the hard work the girls are doing.
Yes, and boys.
Oh, and boys.
Yes, absolutely.
So when you get them into your program, what is the #1 thing you want them to leave with?
So, the love for the art form and the respect for it is #1. That's key. Understanding what we're doing in the space is important. The respect and honor of the art form. Many of them are coming to us with the dreams to go professional. So ideally, we're building them up, as I said earlier, both mentally, emotionally, and physically, with strong technique, that they're coachable, that they can take notes and receive information well, and then go out and put their best self on stage. And then ideally, we are graduating them out into professional contracts by age 17 or 18, and then we also have dancers that are getting full scholarships now to conservatories and colleges. So that's what we're known for.
Jaw just dropped, 17 and 18, pros.
That's correct, yeah. Yes.
Let me lift my jaw up off the floor. That's incredible. So what age range do you like to see people come in?
So our school is a full-service school. Both locations service age 3 to professional. We do, unique to Houston's school, we have an accelerated program, which is a homeschool program, which starts at age 11. You have homeschool kids?
I have homeschool kids, but Perfect. They probably have to do some training before I send them to you.
Well, we also take novice, and we can get them going with private coaching and get them on their way.
Okay.
And then at both schools locations, we have a pre-professional program, which is very unique to us. It's an audition-only program. Dancers have to send in a video for audition or call for an assessment class, and we'll see if it's a good fit.
Oh my goodness. I want to take my daughter to come see. Do you have any more? Do you have any more performances?
We do. So we have a professional company as well. I should tell you about Vitaka Ballet. We launched over 4 years ago. And the company is going to be taking the stage at the Hobby Center on May 15th and 16th. Please come and see us. It's a full evening of our resident choreographer's work, Garrett Smith. Very excited about that. And then we'll also be at the Miller on June 6th. And Miller Outdoor Theater, free shows for
Going for that one.
Yeah, come on over. It'll be a full evening of Vitaka Ballet, so we hope to see you there.
I love that. Okay, where can we go for some more information?
So we have 2 websites. Our school website is vitakadance.com, and our company website is vitakaballet.org. And I should note that on May 13th in the Woodlands, we are hosting a day of dance. So any young, aspiring, interested dancers that want to come and take a free class with us, please come on out.
Okay, I will be taking you up on that offer. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
At Carrabba's Italian Grill, every dish tells a story. Lasagna's always been special to me and my family. It's all the flavors you could ask for in one bite. So come celebrate at your local Carrabba's and enjoy our one-of-a-kind lasagna.
The town hall that everyone is talking about.
This is where right and left come to be reasonable.
And President Trump joined the conversation.
Say that's the toughest question I can have.
Thank you for making this the most watched Cuomo ever. News Nation. News for all Americans.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. A heartbeat strong, steady, unwavering. Like the people who keep this country moving. For them, only America's most dependable truck will do. In every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, dependability comes standard.
Now, well-qualified buyers can get 0.9% financing for 60 months on this Silverado. That's over $6,600 in average finance savings.
Chevy drives Texas. Together, let's drive.
When you're a caregiver, you give all of yourself to those who depend on you. But sometimes even caregivers need a break, which is why respite care options are available. Respite care offers assistance through child daycare or adult daycare, in-home or overnight services, allowing caregivers the opportunity to rest and recharge. Taking this time for yourself is essential because when you rest, you care best. Explore resources at TakeTimeTexas.org and learn how you can strengthen the care you give through well-deserved respite.
I'm Sharon Melton with CW39. When your alarm goes off, No Wait Weather and Traffic is on. CW39.com and the CW39 app, keeping you connected to local news, weather, and traffic as it's happening. Watch us on CW39.
It changed their lives forever. Now, decades after the Vietnam War, their journey isn't over. We're following a group of veterans as they return here to where it all began, facing the past to find healing. Hear their stories of strength, survival, sacrifice, and resilience, and how the struggle didn't end when they returned home.
Vietnam, A Lost Generation, tonight at 10 p.m. on CW39 Houston.
The Vietnam War tore our nation apart, leaving behind a legacy of suffering and sorrow. Near the end, Operation Baby Lift sought to rescue thousands of orphaned Vietnamese children. Now, 50 years later, join us from Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, for a special presentation, The Vietnam War, Flight to a New Future, and learn how that mission shaped history and still has an impact today.
Vietnam War, A Flight to a New Future, tonight at 11 p.m. on CW39 Houston.
As we remember those who have served during the Vietnam War, we often talk about the two-legged soldiers and not really the four-legged soldiers. More than 4,000 dogs served in Vietnam, saving thousands of lives at the front lines. We hear from Russ Freeberg, a Vietnam War veteran, who talks about the dog he took care of while at war and the important role the dogs played.
When they say a dog is a man's best friend,
most people didn't even know they were there.
That's an understatement when it comes to the Vietnam War. Russ Freeberg of Garvin, Minnesota, was a sentry dog handler at Da Nang Air Base from July of 1967 to July of 1968. As a security policeman, Freeberg was assigned Prince, a 9-year-old German Shepherd. Prince and Freeberg became the best of friends. He even still has copies of Prince's military dog records, whose serial number was 025E. Freeberg has a vest depicting his unit and his love for Prince.
Just my best buddy. I mean, you spend every night all year out on the perimeter, you know, keeping the perimeter secure.
Over 4,000 dogs were used in the war for their keen senses of smell and hearing. Freeberg says the dogs are credited with saving thousands of lives.
Especially, you know, like the scout dogs. If there was, Charlie was set up in an ambush situation and, you know, our Marines Army were walking into it, the scout dog's gonna pick that up quick.
When Freeberg's year-long tour in Vietnam was up and it was time for him to go home, he couldn't bring his buddy back with him.
That's hard. Yeah, one of the pictures shows the last day I said goodbye to him. You know, I'm down on one knee, shaking his paw. You know, he's looking up at me, and that's tough. You're one. You know, you're with him every night. And I think what he was probably saying is, you know, Russ, we made a good team while we were here, helped keep the perimeter secure. Now you go home and be with your family. I'll stay here and do what I do.
When the war was over, the Department of Defense classified the dogs as equipment, and most were left behind and were euthanized, including Freeberg's buddy, Prince.
I still miss him, you know, always will.
Remember that we have special coverage for you happening tonight. Flight to a New Future at 11 p.m. right here on CW39 Houston. You don't want to miss it. And here's a look at what guests we will have on the show this week. Tomorrow, the Health Museum will be live in studio to talk about their newest exhibit honoring the Robb Elementary School shooting victims. You don't want to miss that. Then on Wednesday, we go from Cinco de Mayo to Salsa de Mayo. We'll have a local nonprofit farming organization join us to talk about their upcoming Salsa de Mayo festival. Then on Thursday, we are getting ready for Mother's Day. And if you are looking for somewhere to take the girls out for a much needed break, we've got you covered. Dandelion Cafe will be live in the studio as they talk about a special brunch for all of the mommies out there. Definitely do not want to miss that. And if you missed any interviews that we had today, say for instance with Council on Recovery or with a Teach for America, head on over to our website, CW39.com. After the show, we'll have more on those interviews, which you can replay. They're also available on YouTube. And don't forget to follow us at CW39 H-Town Live for the latest. Tomorrow, Maggie is back. She is going to have a beautiful tan. She's back from assignment in Hawaii, so you don't want to miss her big welcome and all of her stories. Again, we'll see you guys tomorrow, same place, same time on H-Town Live.